Let's look at how advanced language therapy can help people with mild aphasia. I'll show you how to make it the most challenging you can. In advanced comprehension, it's pretty easy to make it more challenging because all of the activities have levels. So when you go in, you can choose just the hardest levels. I recommend 5 and above.
He kisses him.
Then when you go through, you'll get harder exercises.
The man gives the woman flowers.
The same with build, except on build you can make it a lot harder by turning this audio prompt off. Again, select the harder levels, and then you have to figure out what the sentence is that goes with this picture. So it's he gives her flowers, but we don't have that, so
she is given flowers by him.
Yeah. On follow, this can be really challenging if you just use listen and select the harder levels.
Before you touch the green bird, touch the yellow arrow.
So this is first, and then this.
Touch the small blue solid triangle before you touch the large orange striped star.
So you can see how you have to pay careful attention, you have to retain these in memory, and you have to put them in the right order. Now, in advanced naming therapy, there's lots of different activities that are already quite challenging. Create uses the VNest approach, and you can do that as is. In compare, select the levels 2, 3, and 4. 2 and 4 are going to be the most challenging to get you to use specific vocabulary.
How are these alike? How are they different?
So you don't have the benefit of the picture on the concrete concepts category. And on the abstract concepts, it gets quite difficult. So really think about how you're going to organize your answer, the exact vocabulary you're going to use to provide concise definitions of each item, how they're alike and how they're different. And then when you get to variations, you've got very similar items, so you need to use specific adjectives to differentiate them. Lots of the describe pictures can be good. Again, selecting the later ones will provide you more challenge. With idioms, places, problems, and trying to think of what other people are thinking or saying. And then in generate, you have 2 options. You can choose to have no time limit and try to come up with 10 or 15 items, or you can set a time limit of a minute, 2 or 3, and have no limit so that you can say how many of these things can I name within this time limit. Again, I recommend the harder levels. Pretty much everything other than level 1 is going to be quite challenging. Show you a few of these. You've got rhymes, synonyms, and things that start with a specific prefix. Okay. Now you might need somebody to help you with that, and your speech therapist can help give you a 1-minute fluency test to see how you compare to published norms on generative naming. In advanced reading therapy, this is paragraph level reading. So go and start with level 2 just to see how you do. Select a passage that you want to read. Here, these aren't in any order. These are just organized by topic. And I recommend to make it challenging to read it out loud. If you want to work on your listening comprehension, just hit play and listen.
A brand new sport. Have you heard of Hantis?
So if you look away from the screen while you're listening, you're just using your auditory comprehension skills. And then you can look back at the screen to take the quiz. In advanced writing, all of the activities can be adjusted based on the levels. So in match, you go in, you can choose the difficulty of hard and some of the harder levels. In spell, you can turn off the shorter words and just work on longer words, or you can focus on things like little words that might be challenging or irregular words.
Bouquet. The bride carried a bouquet. Bouquet.
Okay.
choir.
In type, again, we have levels, so you can choose the longer 6, 7, and 8 word sentences.
We should get together for coffee sometime.
Or coffee sometime. Yes.
What should I pick up at the store?
And practice typing those things will help you when you go to write a text message or chat with someone. And then the write activity has free-form writing, using different words in a sentence, writing a text message, your personal experiences, all the way up to giving directions and writing letters and emails. But the taking notes category is especially hard because you get an audio passage to listen to, and then you have to take notes on it.
Take notes based on this lecture.
There are 5 things you must have for a healthy relationship.
So it's going to take you through that lecture, and you can type in your notes or use pen and paper to write notes and then go back and type them. And that is all of the apps in advanced language therapy, making them as challenging as possible. This is already one of our more challenging apps, but you can make it even harder for those with mild aphasia to keep recovery going. You can try all of these apps for free by downloading Advanced Language Therapy Lite on the App Store or Google Play Store, and then you can get these 4 apps in one or purchase any of the apps individually.